Turf fans, it's Mr. Smiley here with another war recap. Terps win B1G against Ecuador Stars. As you can see, it was a 4-point victory, but I think it was about 18 minutes to go in regulation, and we were looking at, I think we were down by 1 or 2 and kept going back and forth for about the last hour and a half, and then in the last couple minutes of the war, we just pulled it out with a bunch of nice 3-stars. So a little bit disorganized in terms of attacking, but some really nice attacks in here. All three of these that I'm going to show are just incredibly creative. I think there are probably 6 or 7 attacks from here that really deserve to be featured, but got to pick a couple. So here, first one that we're going to show is Crazy Dude. Going with I mean, there are a couple of golem, but really you can only characterize this as a mass Valk. Just look at let's go with orange to represent the Valkyrie here. A whopping 15 Valkyrie, shamelessly pandering to Mr. Smiley and his love of Valkyrie and as the chosen troop of the Illuminati. But well done in doing that, and you know that if you feature that many Valk in an attack, that Smiley's going to show it in a war recap. And I am, obviously. So what he's going to do here, it's a cleanup attack. I think somebody got a 1-star and revealed that there was a hound in the clan castle. So what I want to show here also, I mean, I think everybody in the clan and who would be watching this knows about the trick of using some archers and a healer to pin a hound here. Usually what you're looking for is a piece of real estate, a hut or something like that, where you can use an archer as an anchor and pin the hound there with the 2 archers and a healer. But what I want to point out here is that Crazy is doing it basically in the middle of nowhere over here. That you can use the archers as a lure to get the hound over there, and you don't really need any real estate, because once the hound is floating over here and you have the healer over here healing the archers, they're occupying each other in a closed chain here, and they're not really going to be wandering around anywhere. So you don't really need an anchor once you get the hound out there, which I hadn't really thought about. Maybe it's obvious, but anyway, nice job, Crazy Dude, in showing that off. So, like I said, he does have 2 golem here. He has one of his own. It's one in the clan castle. And really, he's going to start off the attack here from the north with the golem just being to help create the funnel. The golem and the heroes going to bust through the wall here, drop an earthquake here to get into the top of that. And then the golem and the heroes are just kind of wander around here and mash traps and basically create a nice funnel for the Valkyrie to go into the core. I think typically in a composition you'd have a lot more wizards than this. Crazy's only going with 3 wizards here, and I'm not sure that he uses any of them on the funnel. I think they're just reserved for cleanup with some minions. So he does a nice job in recognizing, hey, there are no trash buildings here. I can create a nice funnel into the core with just my golem and my heroes, and I can save space for as many Valkyrie as possible. So so he's after the golem clear a little bit of room for a funnel. These 2 heroes here in the core are going to sense an attack coming up here, and they're going to hedge a little bit towards here, and Valkyrie will go after defending heroes like a magnet. So they're going to go right into the core, no problem. He does carry this jump here for them to jump out of the core and then just run around here cleaning up trash. There's a little bit of hogs. I think he sprinkles in a little bit of hogs, sprinkles in a couple of minions over here, and a couple of wizards around the outside just going, yeah, you get them, and destroying stuff from safety. And beautiful attack. Let's go ahead and watch it replay. So there we go, pre-dropping the earthquake. Again, especially on the interior, there's no reason not to pre-drop it. It's one less thing that you're doing during the middle of the attack. So there's a hog there. He's luring the hound out. He does have a safe space for an anchor for a little bit, but he's just going to let the hound kill that archer so that he can take it completely out of the situation. Another archer dies for no reason, just because crazy dude is cruel like that. But then he gets the two that are just going to stay there for the entire raid. A couple wall breakers open it up. Golem come in. Really only two defenses up there in that north pocket, so the Golem are going to go straight to the archer towers. There's nowhere else for the heroes to wander other than killing those defenses and following the Golem into the core. So they're going to go, and here comes the mass Valkyrie, and they're just going to pop a couple of buildings on the outside. Then they're going to see those heroes in there, drop a heal where there's all that concentrated damage, and heal in a rage, and buildings just start disappearing like one of those Looney Tune cartoons with a mole or the rabbit or a gopher or something, just plop, 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 just stuff on the surface just disappearing. Valkyrie are so small that they're hard to keep track of in the middle of an attack, but you can follow their trail of destruction just by seeing which buildings disappear. So Archer Queen's going to just follow around a couple of Valkyrie and the Golem. A couple of hogs get tossed in there. Still got a huge amount of Valkyrie over there to the left. Golem does a little bit of tanking for them, but not really all that necessary. And as you can see, all the defenses are pretty much done at this point, and the raid is pretty much over. A couple buildings over here that they're going to run to get. Hound explodes. No biggie. About 4 seconds before the end of the raid. So beautiful creative attack there by Crazy Dude. Alright, let's go to another really creative attack. This is something that I don't think I've ever seen before. I'm going to call it a surgical HoLo, just because I have no idea what else I should be calling it. But this attack definitely got my smiley parts tingling. So this is a Town Hall 8 in Fahad attacking a brand new Town Hall 9. Really, it's an 8.5 that doesn't even have the 4th air defense. So it's essentially he's attacking another Town Hall 8, but since the Town Hall has been upgraded, it makes it seem even that much more impressive. All right, let's go to the Telestrator. Basically, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in this attack. This is kind of taking Town Hall 10 3-star complexity and dropping it down to Town Hall 8. So it's clear that Fahad, by the time he gets up there, is going to continue his stellar attacking ways, and he's just clowning on this guy with his skills. So what he's going to do here, he sees that these air defenses are around the corners and they're pretty accessible. So there's a lot going on here. I'll probably get some of the order of this down, but essentially what he's going to do is he's going to take a Distract Giant as a tank and then follow it with a small pack of hogs with the goal of destroying this air defense. Hopefully he can get out the archer towers also, but really his goal in here is he's going to send one tank and a small pack of hogs, and they're going to take out the air defense. They're going to take out the air defense. I mean, it's basically similar to surgical hog style. So then what he's going to do is, and he actually does the ground-based part of the attack first, but so this is non-sequential. But just to give you an idea of what he's looking for when he goes for this attack, sees the blowers going this way. He can take out those 3 air defenses. Then he's going to, up here, he's going to drop a golem. It's going to tank for kill squad, hopefully get these archer towers all going in here. And then since he is a Town Hall 8 and he doesn't have a Lava Hound to act as kind of the fullback charging in here and picking up all the mines and bombs, what he's going to do is he's going to take a couple of his own level 5 loons, which are not as valuable, and he's going to send them in early here, and they're basically sacrifices to sweep for mines. And then the real damage is going to be this clan castle full of level 6 loons, which he's just going to let destroy the entire base and protect it with a couple of heals. So just a wonderfully creative attack. Really just awesome to watch. As soon as he did this attack, Tug sent me a note saying, "Dude, you have to watch this attack. It's just incredible." Um, or it was something like that. Anyway, so he lures out the Dragloon in the clan castle. As you can see, even though it's essentially a Town Hall 8, he does have a full 30 count clan castle. Didn't really make any difference here because the poison's going to kill it anyway. Drops a second poison to get rid of that dragon. You definitely do not want a dragon flying around while you're throwing loons at a base. That dragon would single-handedly wreck this attack. So there we go. Starts off with the golem. It's going to distract the archer towers. It's going to take that cannon, the mortar, a couple of wizards behind that. There you see the giants come in first. They're going to distract some more defenses and let those hogs take care of the air defense. And that's all they really need to do. Anything else that they can destroy, which they will destroy the archer towers, but that's just gravy. And here's a couple of his level 5 loons acting as a blocker. They're going to go in front and do a little bit of damage, but really their job is to pick up those 2 air bombs. And, I think it was an initial attack, but at some point that there are going to be some air bombs. So they do a good job in getting rid of 2 of them, and then the heal's going to take care of another. He rages them so that they can just do a ton of damage. There he goes with the giant and some hogs over at the other at the last air defense, and then he has a couple more of his own his own level 5 loons, just helping to finish off the job, just kind of providing an assist to those clan castle loons that are really the primary thrust of this attack. It's nice that giant lasted just long enough for the loons to go over to the wizard tower. Wizard towers can wreck a pack of loons pretty quickly, even at a low level. There you see the air skeletons have the potential to destroy the attack, but with all the heals on the loons, they're still at pretty decent health, and there are enough of them to, that the air skeletons aren't going to foil the attack. And even if they had popped them at this point, he has what, three wizards. He's got the Burger King chopping down the town hall. He's got another 3 or 4 archers that I don't think that, even if the air skeletons had killed off those loons, they're not going to do much, because after they kill the loons, they're just going to hang around and powerless as they watch this cleanup. Yep. Anyway, awesome attack. I was really excited to see that. I don't know whether anybody will see another base like that they can try that on, but it was a sweet job in just recognizing the vulnerability of that base, and then coming up with a really creative plan to destroy it. So I like to spread the love around with these war recaps and not feature the same people every episode, but I'm going to make an exception here. Mojo, I showed a nice attack last war. I was not going to show another one of his attacks, but damn it, he had 2 beautiful 3 stars and really deserves to have both of them shown. So I'm not going to show the other one. They're essentially the same attack, but he just does such a nice job on this Laloon. It's a Quadquake Laloon, also known as a max attack. And most of the guys that come to our clan are either Town Hall 8s, who we kind of school up on more advanced 3-star strategies, or they already have, they've been toying around with hogs a little bit, and we can help them improve the hogging. We do have a couple of guys who are decent at Laloon, but Mojo's come to us, and he is just a really good at Laloon. That I'm excited, not only that we get to watch his attacks and learn from him, that we can see that as he grows in strength, and hopefully he can help the rest of our clan become better at Laloon overall, be kind of like a Laloon whisperer to us. So this attack, I mean, the kill squad part of it is pretty standard. He's going to have 2 golems coming somewhere over here. He's going to pop a quad quake right here, bust open this base, and allow access to these two air defenses. So it's a shattered golem kill squad entry here. He's going to open this up. He's going to drop rage and a heal both here to try to get as much of this part of the base out as possible. And these quad quake Laloons, basically, your kill squad is there to take out about 40% of the base. It has to take out two air defenses. It has to take out the Archer Queen. It has to take out the Clan Castle. And then beyond that, what you're hoping for is, maybe a blower here. Hopefully you take out at least two Tesla. Tesla are kind of the silent killers for Laloon attacks. But then really, and I think most of us in the clan can do a solid kill squad by now. But really what I want to focus on here is that the Laloon portion that Mojo just does such a nice job, and he does it in the other attack too, of making sure that his hound, and you see it in a lot of Laloon attacks, but he's going to have two hounds at the first air defense, then he's going to wait a little bit, and I don't know where this comes from, but then the third hound's going to be over here as they rotate around, and you always want to have one more hound than the number of air defenses. So there are two air defenses. He carries 3 hounds. 15 loons is all he can spare, but he does such a nice job in spacing them out and making sure there are 2 on each defensive tower. So there's 2 there, 2 there. You don't need one here. You don't need one here. Then there's going to be 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, maybe a couple here too, and just the timing and the spacing of it is just fantastic. So I was really excited to see these. I think Mojo had a pretty busy day, and we weren't, I think with an hour and a half left, he had 2 attacks, and then he came in with just these 2 solid, beautiful quad quake Laloon attacks. So it was pretty clutch performance. There you go with the kill squad coming in to the north. Some wizards clearing around away the trash, wall breakers, and a lot of the videos of this attack that you'll see, especially against the wide open bases, rely so much on high heroes that this isn't the toughest base ever that he's doing this against, but with this attack being so hero dependent, it makes it even that much more impressive that he's doing it with level 13 heroes. He's taking out, as you can see, the percentage of this base. There he's killed the queen, he's killed both of the air defenses, he's killed the clan castle. Those are the primary objectives there. There he's couldn't quite get that one Tesla, but that the golem are up, still being a distraction for some of them. There he gets a Tesla pop with the 2 hounds there, the loons. The spacing is just so nice. The Tesla does turn its attention to the loons, but not in time. Looks like he did get 1 Tesla out of the 4 with the kill squad. But there you see that the hounds just rotating around. Loons spacing is just beautiful. Just a really, really well done, well executed attack. Plenty of loons there at the end. You do have to worry a little bit that they're going to clump, but at this point there's a hound tanking for them. There are enough pups down south that are going to finish off all those mines and pumps. You got a wizard roaming around, and at this point it's really just cleanup. So just a really, really nice quad quake Laloon attack. Well done, Mojo. Keep up the good work, and I'm going to be forced to feature more of your attacks in these recaps because they're just so damn good. So until next time, let's go Terps.